Okay, look at that first cut of Bubblegum Explosion. Okay, the bubblegum confetti is now Bubblegum Explosion because my first soap was a melt and pour soap, and this is a cold process. I really wish you could see that shimmer in there. Maybe you could see it like that. I don't know, but you're gonna get a nice glow when you wash with this baby. Same grade bubblegum juice, just 18% superfat, so really moisturizing bar, and made a little bit differently because of the formula. It's no longer, the other one was, like I said, a melt and pour, so it has shreds and embeds in it. These are still embeds, but I made the embeds ahead of time out of cold processed soap. So I'm really thrilled the way that turned out. Get that little extra off of there. One thing about it, gotta keep these guys clean. I do like the way it turned out. That's a real pretty swirl. And that's a neon yellow. I put a little of the orange batter in there. This was really pink and it's turned coral. Um, so I'm thinking this juice had a little bit of vanilla in it because this was a lighter pink than you see here and it's turned like a deep coral. I do like it though. I like the way the colors play off each other, the teal, neon, and I really wish you could see the shimmer in there. The shimmer in there is like phenomenal. Um, it looks amazing. Um, you can't see that up close. I got to figure out a way. I'm going to take some pics of it and with the flash so you can see how amazing that shimmer in this soap looks. And it's pretty much, that's the beauty of working with real micas. You get a brilliant shine every freaking time without glitch. Um, so this should yield me 10 bars, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Let's see. Pretty. Again, pretty. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm not disappointed at all with the way this swirl turned out. Um, I'm really pleased, actually, with the way this swirl turned out. I just wished the pink had not browned to a deep coral. But you know what? It looks like old school bubblegum, that color. It's an old school bubblegum color. For those of you who are old enough to know what old school bubblegum is, many of you may not even know what that is. Um, bazooka gum. If you know what bazooka gum is, that's what this reminds me of, bazooka gum. Because it looks just like bazooka gum. So some of these are going to have a couple because I didn't really line this up. Um, I didn't use any markers again. I just freehanded it. But it's supposed to look like that. I like the way that turned out. I'm digging the color blend though. I do like that swirl. So again, I'm going to do a video with the swirl so you can see me pouring in the colors and use the hanger. Now you don't even have to invest in that tool. I've seen some YouTube, I have yet to do it, but I've seen some YouTubers use just a regular hanger that you take apart and you just bend it to the size of your mold and you use that. You don't have to invest in that little gadget I did. You could use a regular hanger. I use wooden hangers, so I just didn't happen to have a hanger. Otherwise, I would have done that. Um, but I like it. Turned out beautiful. So really pleased with the swirls so far. All of my swirl soaps, all three of these swirls turned out great. Um, and so I had a lot of fun doing this. Was that really tough day, guys, when I did all four soaps like this, and I was like against the gun because I made a master batch. So I was racing to make sure the batter didn't thicken too tough work, because if you get too thick, you can't do these swirls like that. And you can't be too thin because then it'll mush together and get all soupy and they'll bleed into each other. But that turned out pretty. And this one has just enough color. I like the amount that I had, and I know exactly what to measure. This was like 350 milliliters of each color, and that turned out to be perfect. The other ones were a little bit more. That red was like a little over half a cup, and I realized now that was too much red. But I'm going to redo that soap in lighter pinks. So stay tuned. That soap, oh, I really like the way the embed comes in there. Now these colors were the same color as the embeds, but as you can see, the yellow stayed the same. The green got a little more teal, and there's a darker red in there that I just added for contrast. But this pink was the same color as that, and it's darkened to like a rich coral. Either way, I like it. I'm pleased with it. And like I said, the bubblegum confetti, many of you have this. I have 3 bars of this on back order. And this is what you're getting. It is amazing. It's a much bigger bar than the last one because it's the same mold that I use, but I wasn't able to stack the last one because it was melt and pour. You can't really stack melt and pour soap. You can kind of build it up and put, like I said, I had embeds, melt and pour embeds in it, but you can't like do like that fun poofy stuff with melt and pour. There are some people who are geniuses at melt and pour. You got to have a little more patience to work with it. Because you just can't play with it as much as you can with a cold process soap. That one. Guys, I wish you could smell. Oh my god, I wish there was a way I could teleport the aroma in this video. I am just, like, enjoying this entire process. And I don't think I'm going to cut that. It might just end up, it's pretty flat. Just turned to camo. But slightly swirl on the other side, camo on the other. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 out of that as well. So if you cut right, you can get 10 bars out of here each time. I keep saying I'm going to go do dinner, but now these cuts have got me like I'm 10, y'all. I want to do one more loaf. Okay, one more loaf, and then I'm going to go make supper. Stay tuned.